Hi, I'm Gary Leonard, and we're here at the Arizona Hiking Shack with Charles Liu, and he's the author of the book 60 Hikes Within 60 Miles of Phoenix.
Hi, Gary.
Welcome, Charles. How are you doing today?
Good, good. Thank you for setting this up.
You bet. So tell us a little bit about the book, why you decided to do it, what was the inspiration, those kind of things.
Well, I'm a pretty avid hiker. I've always wanted to share my knowledge of hiking and write a book about hiking, so it's something I'm passionate about. And when the opportunity came up, the publisher approached me with an opportunity, and I said, why not? You know, it's always something I wanted to do.
Excellent.
I learned a lot through the experience of the book, researching all the trails around Phoenix, and really enjoyed the process of bringing that to life for people.
So how long did it take to do, I know there's 2 editions now, how long did it take to do the first one?
Yes, the book took about 10 months to do the research, the hiking, and the writing, and then it took another 4 months to get all the maps right and get it all published. The maps were all generated by, with a GPS track, so it took a little bit of technology and generating them.
Excellent. So I've heard there's rumors of a 3rd edition possibly coming out.
No promises. Yes, the publisher does want me to revamp it, and there's some hikes in there I want to trade for new ones. So. Yeah, it's possible within the next year we'll have a 3rd edition.
Awesome. Good news.
No guarantees.
Good news. So now, this book is 60 miles within 60 miles of Phoenix. I'm sure there's probably hundreds of trails that could have qualified. How did you whittle those down to the 60 that you chose?
That's a good question. I try to, first of all, cover the area. Picking hikes from all around the city, you know, all the way out to the Superstitions, out to the White Tanks, so the Maricopa Mountains to the south. So try to pick hikes that are around, geographically dispersed, and also try to cover trails from all levels of difficulty. You've got some beginner hikes in there, as well as some very tough, challenging hikes for tough hikers. So, you know, it actually took quite a while to whittle it down to a list of 60. I think I actually started with a list of about 3 times that, and I try to pick and choose.
I'm sure. So what would you say out of this group? I know you've done tons of other hiking all over the world even, but out of this group of 60, what would you say is your favorite hike?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. I used to hike Camelback a lot, 4 times a week, so that's one of my personal favorites just because of the it's in the middle of town, it's easy to get to, and it's such a great workout. So that's one of my favorite. The other one that I really love is the Cycle and Draw hike out in Superstitions, up to the Flatiron. Right? That one is just a stunning view and an incredible workout. It's just an all-around awesome experience.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of issues with parking out there at Camelback, and they're trying to work out some of those deals with the city and stuff like that, but hopefully they'll get that all straightened out. Matter of fact, I even hear that they're closing down the park for like the beginning of January or something like that for a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they over the years had a lot of trouble with the traffic there being a nuisance for the residents nearby, so I hope they will find a good solution for that, because that's one of the things that's preventing people from going there now. It's you know, I've stopped going there because the parking is a little bit awkward.
Any funny stories or anything like that you've heard from somebody that's come to say, hey, I bought your book at one of your book signings, and tells you something that's pretty neat?
I always enjoy hearing people's stories and their experience with the book. I guess one funny story is actually I was out hiking, leading a hike in Boulder Canyon, out in the Superstitions, and here comes this guy with the book open in his hand, walking through the wilderness. It was great. I was like, hey, how's it going? That's a great book you got there. I didn't tell him I wrote the book or anything.
That's great. This is a reference guide. But he carries it right with him. That's great. Yeah, maybe you need a little smaller edition to have in your back, you know, pocket or something to have.
Well, maybe I'll do a little promotion here. This is the Easy Hikes Close to Home. It's for beginners, and it's a small pocket version of many of the easy hikes that are found in here, but there's also a few hikes that are not included in here as well.
Yeah, sounds like a neat reference there.
Yeah.
Anything else that you'd like to tell us?
Well, I appreciate your time, and I encourage people to come out and visit you guys at the Arizona Hiking Shack. It's a great store, great location, wonderful staff, very knowledgeable. So highly recommend it.
Great. Well, thanks for your time today. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Gary.
All right.